Hey everyone, Boozor here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the artifact enhancement event during the fusion, the current fusion that's happening. Um, and I'll go over a couple strategies for the artifact enhancement that will help you save silver and maybe show you some things that I do during these events that help me stay a little bit organized and what I look out for in gear. So a little bit of a gear rolling, gear cleansing session, and a little bit of info. So today we just had the artifact enhancement event drop last night. Um, so you guys, if you guys are doing the fusion, you guys should be pretty well into the training and the dungeon divers event. So hopefully you guys have gotten a bit of progress there. Hopefully your ice golem is completed or near completed because I believe it's ending today. Yep, it is ending today, followed by Fire Knight following up. So your dungeon divers doesn't need to be done, but your dungeon divers should be mostly done, and then you can finish it off with Fire Knight. Hopefully everybody's champion chase went well, and we have a arena tournament happening at the same time. So there's a lot of things happening at the same time, but most of the things you do every day anyway, so you just have to kind of focus a little bit. So if you're used to doing maybe Minotaur or grinding Sand Devil or something else, grinding another Sand Devil or grinding some other dungeon, then you just have to focus your energy into specific dungeons. And you always do your arena tokens every day. So with that said, we're doing the artifact enhancement event. I'm going to show you guys a couple strategies that may or may not work for you. But I know Plarium has dropped pretty big nasty surprise for all of us. So you see here the fragments, 4775. This must be the highest total. This must be the highest point total I've ever seen for any fragment ever. And the points for leveling up stuff has never changed. But this fragment placing is just ridiculous. So I think the previous high might have been 4,000 or just under 4,000. I feel like this, when I started the game, this was like somewhere here. But now it's here. And to top it up, we don't even get any shards anymore. Like we used to get like a shard somewhere here. An extra energy pack maybe. Like we used to get like 50, maybe 100 somewhere. Now it's replaced with anniversary points. We lost our shard. So yeah, this is not very good in terms of like giving us resources so that we can actually use it in game to help us finish the fragments. But anyways, I digress. So let's talk about how we're gonna get this fragment here. Let's talk about that. So if you're low on silver, one strategy that I used to do back in the day was basically I would farm campaign. I would farm campaign while I'm doing my training event, which is happening right now. So if you guys are farming campaign, all pieces of gear, so you would be picking up common gear, right? You'd be picking up like, 1 star all the way up to like 5-star gear if you're farming 12-3 Brutal, for example. So basically at that point, you upgrade them all to either level 4 or 5. So I would upgrade every piece of gear that you get up to 4 or 5. So, sorry, up to 8. Up to 8. So I would upgrade every piece of gear up to 8. Sorry, up to 8. Yeah. And then I would sell those pieces off. So when you do that, the cost of upgrading gear, like lower star gear, is actually much cheaper. So, and then you don't get much points for it, but when you upgrade and sell the piece of gear, you spend much less. You basically almost net even. I think you spend a little bit, but you almost net even. The problem with this strategy is that it takes forever. because you're just not getting a lot of points, right? But it might help you get through a couple of these tiers, right? Just in the beginning, and in the end, it's going to save you a couple, level 16 items that you would have spent silver on. So if you're really short on silver and you're doing a training event through campaign, don't sell the items right away. Make sure you save them, level them up. We have instant leveling now, which helps a lot. So make sure you do that. Level them to 8. The higher rarity, so the 4, 5, 6, make sure you level them to 8. The lower ones you can level them to 4 and then just sell them. But level the higher ones to 8 and then sell them off. You'll save a lot of silver. You'll slowly earn a little bit of points in this event, and it'll help you out. So that's one strategy. So the other strategy that I know is a strategy where you kind of trick your Wi-Fi. What I mean by that is you can turn your Wi-Fi turn your Wi-Fi off, and then perform. So I'm going to refer to this post. So basically, you turn off your Wi-Fi, and then you click auto upgrade, and then you count how many times the bar basically how many attempts it takes to get to finally upgrade. Because with the Wi-Fi off, it doesn't complete the upgrade, but you can see how many attempts happen. So in this fashion, you can reconnect your connection, and then go back into like live game, and then you can upgrade for basically at a big discount. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go too far into this strategy too much here because it is pretty detailed. Personally, I've never tried this myself because it is super tedious. Because you're doing it on every single piece of gear. You're disconnecting, reconnecting on every single piece of gear. But if you are really desperate for silver savings, this might be the way to go. So I will leave a link in the description below how to use this strategy. But personally, I cannot comment too much on it because I've never done it myself. But feel free to read up on this. Rust is a very like credible poster. He's a streamer himself, so I would trust this post and his steps. And as far as I know, this strategy still works. So that's one strategy. And then I'll go through what I do personally myself. But for me, it's not so much about saving silver, more so about managing my gear inventory. So I just want to reiterate, guys, that we're paying, Plarium has us paying 4,775 points for this. And keep in mind, guys, we have to do 1, 2, 3 of them. So I hope you guys are able to somehow work through this because we don't want to lose this champion because we don't have enough silver to complete these events, which are the most basic of types of events because you just need silver. And I mentioned this in my fusion plan that there's no way that just doing dungeons by itself will cover the silver spending. So the silver has to come from somewhere else as well. So make sure you guys manage your forge. Make sure you guys do gear cleanses. I mean, if you guys have extra energy, like make sure they go towards efficient dungeons. Yeah, and just be careful with gear swaps and just manage your silver the best you can, because it's going to be really expensive after 3 of these events. All right, with that said, I'll just go over a couple of things that I do on my account. I have to do this artifact event upgrade on both my accounts, so it's not too bad for me. I can like blitz through it because silver is not a big issue for me. But if I want to do things kind of like properly, what I would do is basically I would go to new, and I'll show you what I would roll up here. So I mean I'm looking for a double roll in any stat, and then we'll go from there. So I roll most gear up to 8, especially legendary pieces. So no double roll, so that's going to be a sell. So resistance gear, I'm looking for hits and resistance, right? So I'm going for 8 in most of them, so no resistance, so that's a sell. It's kind of easy this way. Here I'll look for speed, 2 hits in speed or out. I'm probably out. That's not a great piece because when you're doing a resistance set, you're looking for resistance and there's no resistance here, so it's probably out anyways. This one is not a great piece, but if I get a triple speed, it's probably okay. Kind of okay, I guess, but not good enough for me, so I'm out on all 4. So see the way it works here is that I roll them to 8. If they don't get any better, then I just get rid of them. By rolling them to 8, I get a little bit of points, and it doesn't cost me too much silver when I sell them off. So when I sell them off, I basically recoup a little bit of silver back. I keep most of my gear that I farm for artifact enhancement events. So I always keep them unrolled. I'm actually pretty religious about that. Like, I do it pretty religiously. Like, I don't. Just sometimes I run out of gear to level up. So I keep unrolled gear and then I roll them all during enhancement events. And this is the way I approach it. I mean, generally this is a pretty bad set, but if I roll like triple crit rate, it might be okay. For an off piece, I don't, so it's gone. This one, if I roll triple speed, triple accuracy is probably pretty good. Bottom row pieces, I'm a little bit more flexible with. Probably gone. Yeah, 5-star piece. The thing is, it's HP percent, right? For immortal set, an HP percent chest is actually not that easy to find. And sometimes I use this on like Hydra champs or tier like team B, team C Hydra champs. But this one's not going to be great. The subs rolled really bad, so I'll just get rid of it here. Okay, so all the new ones are gone. So I'm going to go into what I have, and then I'm going to roll up all the items first that are not rolled up at all. So for example, this piece. I probably kept this just for the possibility of a quad speed. So I'll try for a quad speed. Actually, I'll roll once. If it doesn't hit speed, then I'm probably out. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, we'll continue. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Why? Why not on stream? Okay, so now I have a really kind of like badish piece here. It's obviously very bad. Flat stat on a really bad set. It has triple speed. I mean, this could be useful for something, somewhere, sometime down the line. It does have accuracy. But I mean, generally it's not going to be a very good piece. But it sucked me in for the 16 here. So usually I will roll any legendary piece up to 8. And if I get a double, I'll continue. And if I ever get a triple or a quad, depending, if I get a triple on a good set, then I will try to use the chaos ore on it to make it a bit better. So for example, like this one, if it was actually a good set, I would, try to use the chaos ore and get a triple something on a glove that's usable, for example. Like try to get a better primary roll or something. Like if it was a savage set glove and then I wanted crit damage and I rolled a triple on a bad piece like this, then I would take a shot with one of my ores and go from there, right? That's kind of like my strategy. I mean, like I'm more end game strategy, and but that's one way I handle my inventory, right? So here it's like I'm looking for triple speed. If I don't hit it, I'm out. So I roll once. If I don't hit speed, I'm out. I hit speed, so it sucks me in for another level 8. Sucks me in again, so I'm up to 12. And I don't hit it. So at this point, like this piece is pretty bad. Like even if it hit speed for me, it would be like subpar, but it's pretty bad. It's probably gonna get sold, to be honest, but like I'll hold on to it for now, but I'm probably gonna sell it on my next gear cleanse. Maybe. This one we're looking for speed. Although all of these stats are not bad, so I'm just gonna go straight to 12 here. It's probably usable. Not the best, but it's probably usable. I'll keep it. I'm not gonna go 16 on it. This one speed. It is a max speed roll on 6, so if I hit double speed on max speed roll, it might be okay. Don't hit the speed, so that's probably out. I'm going to sell that. At this point, my account doesn't benefit from single speed, and some double speeds don't benefit my account anymore, so I'm looking for max double speeds and obviously triple speed. So here I'm looking for a double in any stat or double speed. Okay, so I'm looking for, I guess, another hit into speed here. An 18 speed shield can still be okay. Alright, so this is probably a sell for me. Yeah, it's probably a sell. I don't want to roll it to 16 and get stuck with 18. And this is probably a sell too. So it's just kind of like the way this stuff goes, right? It just takes a long time. And I don't buy any speed gear obviously because my account's free to play. So getting these pieces actually takes a decent amount of time. I think I'll keep this. I'll take a roll on this actually. I'll roll this to 12. If it hits crit damage again, I can use the ore on it. It doesn't, so I'm sad. And I will probably okay, yeah, so that's kind of like how I approach these artifact enhancement events. So I'll go through my inventory and then I'll just look for any gear that I haven't leveled up yet at all. I'll level them to 8. I'll look for double rolls or rolls into relevant stats based on the sets. If they do hit proper sets, then if they do hit the proper stats, then I'll go further for 12 and 18. I'll roll basically any legendary 6-piece to 8 without question, and then look for any double rolls, regardless of substats, hoping for chaos or opportunity. So yeah, so that's kind of how it goes for me. And obviously you want to roll up any of your champions gear that doesn't have max roll gear, especially the ones that you always use. Maybe you'll have. I'm just scanning through, like Ugo here. I could probably max these out. This is my main Ugo. So I did swap out these pieces recently, so I could probably just max these out. Just max these out right now. Crit damage roll. I mean, whatever. This one's a pretty good piece, I guess, but not really because it doesn't have accuracy on it. But it has speed and it's HP percentage roll, which is not easy to hit. So speed would be good. Hit speed. We're lucky today. Oh, really bad pieces. Sorry, bad rolls. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me today. Best of luck on the artifact enhancement. I hope you guys picked up something useful from this video. But yeah, we'll see each other soon. And best of luck this week. Have a good weekend as well. If you guys like the content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.